Constantinople. Stuck in our heads every single time I say Constantinople. No, nobody else sings along when I. Okay.
No, I'll dance to it though.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Welcome to Iconic Production on Twitch. This is the return of our Call of Cthulhu game on Monday nights. I'm Becca, keeper of the arcane lore. I cannot do this game alone. I want to first thank JD, our producer. I also want to thank Phantom of Truth, who moderates in Twitch. And I want to thank my players, Lee and Chris, who are, there we go, not posing for the camera at all, and Rachel and Paul. Oh.
Anytime.
Goody. But yeah, so these are my investigators, and they are on the search for the Sedefkar simulacrum.
Simulacrum.
Simulacrum, thank you. I just need somebody else to say it, and then I can.
No, it's definitely the simulacrum. Yes.
And that is how Ricky the Barber just wasted away.
Okay, bye.
No explanation.
Simulacrum. Ew.
Right. We found the left arm of this thing. They have encountered a Count Fenelic, who was a vampire, ? And they are on their way to meet with, an Edgar Wellington in Lausanne, who has questions about the scroll. So, it is just exciting. You guys spent the evening on the Orient Express, traveling from Paris to Lausanne here, and you happened upon the Dreamlands and the Dreamlands Express and spent an evening exploring this otherworldly trade. I mean, there's no other word to call it. It's a trade. But you have awoken. Neither Ricky nor Charlie remember the Dreamlands Express, but both Nellie and Mason do.
And we talked about it in great depth. And then Nellie started writing and I got bored.
Yeah. It happens to the best of us. You arrived in Lausanne around 6 a.m. Nothing is really open, but you could either find a hotel to sleep at and rest until doors open, or you are welcome to find a cafe, find the shop where you should meet Edgar Wellington.
Does he know we're trying to meet up with him somewhere?
I don't believe anyone ever sent him a message, so no.
Cool.
Not true. I did.
You did? You sent a message to Edgar Wellington?
Yes, I sent one to him, and then I also sent one to, I think, my colleagues back in, why is my book upside down suddenly? Wait, that's not.
Oh, I know.
Hold on, I'm flying blind for a second, and also can you hear me? Our vision.
Yeah, you're good.
I sent one to him, asking to talk to him, and then I also sent one to the history and anthropology departments from my school to meet up with me in Paris next time I'm back, which I estimated, I think, because we talked about that, because we had a bit of an issue regarding when we were going to be going back. So She said, let's meet when I'm back in Paris, but I think it's a little muddled about when she's specifically going to be back, so that's not going to prove annoying in the least bit.
No, not at all. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay. Yeah.
cool. So depending on how fast the postal services are, he could be aware you are coming, or you may surprise him.
Also, I would say we should probably stop at like a cafe, grab some breakfast, and check out the newspaper, and then from there, maybe try and reach out to Edgar. Sound good, everybody?
Would you guys like any cafe, or would you like to get closer to the address?
I would say probably get closer to the address.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. So why don't you guys roll me a how to find your way in the sun roll.
What would that be?
If you have map or city understanding, you could use luck. Or if you want to like tell me how you would find 50 Rue Street, Etienne.
Wouldn't we just
navigate
up in the train station? They have maps.
They do. Yes, navigate would work.
Yeah, I would find a map in the train station, and I actually have navigate.
Okay.
I like navigate. I'm going navigate.
Yeah. Are these? Are these? No.
No, one of them. Yeah, those dice are a little bit tricky to read, though.
I did not succeed.
Mine was a hard success.
Really?
I read their map upside down. And now I really want to do a Wisconsin or Minnesota character one day.
So, Charlie, with her understanding of how streets work and probably all that lovely time she spent talking to Philippe in Paris when he was discussing sightseeing, he would say, oh, you guys are looking for the wrong thing. Rue would be street, Saint Etienne would be like Saint Stephen. And if you follow like how all these streets line up with this cathedral, oh, here it is. It's just a few blocks over.
All right.
Woohoo!
So you guys wander off. You get to Saint Etienne Street, and you find the address, and you see Wellington Fee, F-I-L-S, and if any of you speak French, you would know that means brothers. So the Wellington brothers, Taxedermy at 50 Rue Saint Etienne. It looks like it is a shop. It is closed currently, and the door is locked. There is a cafe a couple houses down that you could sit outside and watch the shop if you would like.
Let's be creepy stalkers.
Yeah. Creepy stalker mode. Activate.
I just snapped an alley with those big 1920s sunglasses on.
It's just called surveillance. Sitting at a cafe that's nearby and looking out. Okay.
Wait, we're sitting outside. We're sitting at the cafe, or we're waiting for the cafe to open?
The cafe is open. The taxidermist is not.
And the taxidermist is Edgar?
The Wellington brother.
Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, sit at the cafe, eat some food, drink some tea.
Coffee.
I guess I'd probably be a coffee person.
Mason
have a
and
espresso, right?
Ricky are coffee people.
I would like a breakfast sandwich, please.
FYI, Charlie, the lady serving is horrified that you'd ask for something like that, and then quickly makes you a croque monsieur.
Mm.
And I will happily take it.
It's
Yeah.
it's grilled cheese with egg on it, right?
Inside, yeah. Or and on it, yeah.
For somebody to bring out the
Oh yeah,
house.
it's like a cheese and egg. We're not in Scotland.
We're not in Scotland. We're in Switzerland.
These
This
are
entire time in my head, it's been Scotland.
Still blood sausage if you'd like some.
No, she's just gonna have tea and she'll have a biscuit.
You mean a croissant?
What the flippity floppity ever? I don't know. We were in Scotland until just 2 seconds ago.
I don't know why you thought you were in Scotland. You're in Switzerland.
No, I blame that milk I chugged.
I will blame the milk that you chugged as well.
Nuts.
Argued us.
All right.
I poured the 2 glasses of milk at the same.
So
Moving on.
you sit there and you watch, and slowly the streets become more filled. A lot of horse-drawn cabs passing through. Can you guys just make a spot hidden roll?
Wait. Oh, spot. What?
I did not pass, and I want to push it.
Okay.
Nope.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
I got
I
it.
did not.
Regular success. Right on the dot.
Oh my gosh.
What about you, Rachel?
Nope. I for sure failed.
This is the best thing that you have ever had in your life.
Oh God, is it drugged?
No,
Why?
it's just amazing, and she goes to find the waiter to ask for another. Assuming.
Yeah, I bet she would.
It's probably a good assumption.
But Ricky passed and Mason passed. And it's interesting that you two both did, because as you were watching, you do see that there seems to be quite a few people visiting from the Ottoman Empire. And it really just stands out to you because you remember that gentleman standing in Professor Smith's discussion, watching him and you all, and he was fairly troubling. As you guys wait, eventually you do see lights going on. The sign gets flipped to open in several different languages. And it seems like there might be movement happening in the Taxedermists.
Cool. Say it's time to head on over there then. I'll go ahead and start leading the charge. Not rushing in, but...
You get to the door, Mason, and you realize that it's still locked.
But it says open?
Mm-hmm. And you see there is a doorbell.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just ring the doorbell.
Okay. Soon you see someone come to the door. It is a man who appears to be in his 50s. A little hair remains on his head. Dark circles ring his eyes, giving him a haunted look. He has a cigarette in his mouth. And while you might think that this man was once a bully, he is perfectly polite as he opens the door and says, "Oh, bonjour, comment ça va?"
English?
"Oh, yes, I am English. And you are? Oh, American."
Yes, American. Do you happen to be Edgar?
"Yes, I'm Edgar Wellington. This is my shop. Come in." And he opens the door to so that you may step into the shop of the taxidermist, and there it is. Hot. It was super cold outside. It is uncomfortably warm in here. There is this underlying scent, an odor of decaying flesh, damp fur, formaldehyde, and kind of over it is this floral scent, and you see there are just vases of flowers throughout this room in an attempt to mask that smell of decaying flesh and formaldehyde, but it is not entirely pleasant. But he brings you in and says, what are you looking to stuff and preserve?"
I actually have a rather different question. Did you happen to receive a letter from a Dr. Nelly?
"I have not yet."
Okay. Well, I assume everyone's with me.
"Yes."
Cool. Nelly's not here right now, but I'm gonna introduce Nelly and say we were just at the whose estate was it? At Duplas? No, that's not him.
The Duplas?
Dr. Christian, like she said? Orient Town Doctor. Yeah, we were just at Dr. Christian's estate, and you had inquired about an artifact, and we were actually looking for things related to this, and we were wondering kind of what you had about it or knew about it.
Oh, lovely. Oh, well, we'll talk upstairs, please. He goes back to his front door and relocks it, and kind of leads you guys up these stairs that were outside of the storeroom, and he takes you up to what is clearly his living space. As you go up the stairs, you get to a landing, and to the left is a door closed that is a bedroom. You see a kitchen and dining room in front of you. You assume there is a bathroom to your left and another bedroom, perhaps? The door is closed. And he leads you into the kitchen and dining room and offers you tea, if you would like any. And he asks for your names.
I'll pass on the tea. I am Mason.
Didn't he say he received my letter?
He has not yet.
No, he has not.
Oh, lame. This is awkward. Okay.
So
You
I told
said
him
it yesterday.
Yeah, I told him we came from Dr. Christian's estate and that we were looking for information about this stuff, basically. I haven't told him that we have anything. I'm just asking for information.
Okay. Anybody else want to introduce yourselves?
Well, I do. I just
Okay.
didn't want to steamroll over. I just had a question. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
So Nellie will introduce herself and say, and yes, actually, I would love some tea.
Lovely. He's going to start creating some. You notice that once his cigarette kind of burns close to a stub, he puts it into an ashtray that is nearly overflowing, pulls another one out, lights it, and puts it into his mouth. He is a voracious chain smoker.
I would
Alrighty.
help and ask for a cup of tea, or accept his offer of a cup of tea as well. Who got the letter? I know who gave it to us. Nellie? Would Nellie have the letter?
You mean the Nelly from Edgar?
The letter from Edgar?
Edgar?
Now, if the letter was given to us to keep, she would have kept it. If the letter was given to her to be shown, then the doctor has it.
Yeah, Professor. Professor on the nose.
Okay,
But
I
this-
believe.
Yes, to not smell all of the rot and everything else too. And about that time, Ricky would pull out a smoke and light it.
Okay. Ricky, can you roll a credit rating for me?
Lovely. Yeah. Just a regular success.
Okay. Edgar Wellington kind of like sees you pull your smoke out, and he turns around to offer you a light, at which point he sees probably a ring or two on your fingers, and kind of perks up a little more, and she goes, "Oh, so your American's looking for information. I can help you with that."
Not looking at you. Sure.
So, my brother and I happened to come across something very interesting. It was a set of scrolls.
Would those be the Sedefikar scrolls? No, that sounds wrong. God, what are they called? Quick, someone else help. Oh, yeah, Sedefikar scrolls. I got it.
You did.
Yep.
And Edgar looks to respond when you hear a door open and another gentleman enters into the kitchen with you. And Edgar goes, "Oh, yes, this is my brother, William. William, these fine people are just interested in some of the things that we found during the war." Oh, William can't speak. His war injuries have left him mute, so please forgive him. He can't say anything. And William,
I'll say nice to meet you, William, and I'll just nod or
and
handshake.
he smiles and nods back and pulls out like a kind of crumpled notebook and writes, "Pleased to meet you too," and hands you the paper.
Cool. So where did you happen to find these scrolls? Or do you still have them?
Oh, I traded a Frenchman for it. It was rations, cigarettes. His name was Raoul, but he said that these had been found by one of his ancestors in a mansion back when King Louis was in charge, around 1789, 1790. It's super confusing. But, it's an interesting little artifact, and I had heard of Duplass having something interesting in his estate, and so just wanted to see if there's anything else that he could find.
Did you happen to read the scrolls?
I tried. It's confusing. It's a mixture of Arabic letters and Turkish words, and I've been able to translate a little bit of it, but not much.
Does he have the scrolls? That might be a dumb question. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
A guy named Raoul has them. Is that correct?
No. I got them from Raoul.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
Yeah.
He didn't send them off to Duplass. Is what I was.
No, I have the scrolls still. And I would gladly show them to you. I don't have them here. This isn't a safe place to keep something as valuable as an antique as that.
Well, I think we would all very much like to see them. See, I'm doing wouldn't necessarily be an ethnographic study, but I am doing a dissertation on the, what's his name, Count Fenelek, and all of that stuff. She'll explain it all.
Okay. He says fascinated. Oh, that does sound fascinating. I do think that these scrolls reference the simulacrum by this count. I think I was able to translate that.
Well, so my Arabic's a bit rusty, but let me see them as well, and perhaps we could compare notes.
Oh, sure. Tell you what. 250 pounds and they're yours.
She's gonna get kind of suspicious because, one, that's a lot of money. Two, why would somebody want to just give them up after all of that?
It is a lot of money. It's $1,250 US.
Yeah, and this is also back in 1920s. So, she's going to say, how about first I need to verify the authenticity, you understand?
Oh, sure, of course. The doorbell rings. As Edgar says that, he goes, just give me a moment. Please make yourself at home.
Yes.
And he disappears and heads down the stairs.
She's gonna turn to everybody and say, I don't like that one bit.
You see William the brother kind of chuckle and kind of scribble. He guess scribbles, Edgar has scrolls and shows them to you. The price is a little high. It shows it to you.
She'll ask, why do you think the price is high?
Has he already translated it all?
William kind of shrugs, writes, don't know about translation. And he just says, 250 pounds, ? And then just kind of shakes his head and laughs.
Yeah. I'll laugh with him.
Can I generically roll investigate on William?
I would love for you to roll psychology.
Okay.
Would be able to try to get an insight in on him.
Yeah, something doesn't feel right.
I'll be back in a minute.
Can I give that roll too? I'm kind of curious.
Try to fast talk him and bargain with him into something else.
How does push your luck go? How does that work?
Double or nothing, essentially. If you fail again, it'll be like you fumbled.
Okay. And you don't re-roll or you do re-roll the whole thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Push your luck.
Use a luck.
Yeah, use the luck. Because it's 1.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna use a luck to get a regular success.
Okay.
Then you can check it off.
I know, that's what I cared about.
Nellie did a regular success.
Okay. Cool. You get the sense that William is a very cheerful guy. Like honest. Definitely more so than whatever you were picking up from Edgar.
Okay.
And
can
you
I
do
ask-
have to.
Oh,
What was
sorry.
that? No, go
I
ahead.
was just gonna ask if William could help us maybe get Edgar to bring the price down.
I mean, or we could just haggle.
Okay.
I don't know if that's something that I would particularly ask him to do for us.
Okay.
Even though we know he's an honest guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, at about that time, after you've asked if William would help lower the price with you, Edgar returns with a large French man. Very overweight, very heavy set. And Edgar says, "Oh, this is my old friend, the Duke he butchers his name, of course. The Duke, he's dapper, middle-aged Frenchman. His hair is dark and well-groomed. His mustache is tastefully waxed. His eyes are a watery blue, and he is impeccably dressed." Edgar goes on to just let you know the Duke here is also an occultist, much like myself and you all, if you are investigating this. And I was just telling him about the scroll and the fact that you all were interested in it. The Duke
I'll let Nellie talk.
kind of nods. Yes, I would like to see the scroll. If I am to put a bid on the price, I would like to see it before I buy it. No?
I don't like this guy either. Where did he come from? What is he doing?
I would just ask. Yeah, I would ask him what his interest in it is.
My interest in this scroll? Well, Edgar tells me it discusses occultism artifacts, this simulacrum. It can help a man, and he kind of pats his stomach, who maybe overindulges a little. It's not a big deal, though.
In our studies,
Make you healthy?
yeah, our studies haven't shown that it does any of that. Unfortunately, I'll say, you know,
It doesn't extend life. Maybe I'm not so interested in this scroll then. And you see Edgar's eyes kind of bulge a little. He's like, no, you are interested in this scroll. Of course you are. Yes. Yeah, I mean, you're all interested in this scroll, no? Yes. I mean, yes.
we just want to know what it has to say for research studies. That, I mean, we're just doing it for that reason.
Sure. Listen, I have put the scroll in the bank for safekeeping. Okay. What if perhaps tonight we can meet up and I will show everyone who is interested in the scroll, and you can see if it's what you're looking for.
Could we not just go look at it now?
I mean, I would, but like, I still have my job my business to run. I have a few customers I'm expecting today.
Does William not help you run the shop? Or could William take us even?
Well, if you notice, William, he's not as dexterous as I am, and he always makes the face just a little wrong. I'm sure I mean, yes, of course he helps. William's fine and helpful, of course. But, I mean, 7:30 tonight, I could go get the scroll, meet you at, have you been to the cafe outside?
Yes, we've been there. Side note, before he continues talking, what time does our train actually leave?
You can catch another train to Milan. The Orient Express is gone.
Mm-hmm.
But you can catch another train to Milan throughout today. There's a few different times that it will depart.
I almost want to tell him that we're not going to be in town for much longer.
But you haven't seen Milan, or haven't seen Lithon. 6. I can get it by 6. That's plenty of time to catch the train.
I'll gesture to Nellie and I'll ask Nellie what she thinks. If it's worth us staying for.
For the scrolls?
Yeah. But in a wink wink nudge nudge kind of way.
I don't know.
What time is it now?
8 o'clock in the morning.
So we'd have to wait around all day.
If you bring that up, Edgar definitely says, "I'm so sorry. It's my business, but perhaps while you are here, the Duke could take you on a tour of the city."
Is there anything in this city that is relative to our interests of what I regaled you with earlier?
Oh, I don't know, Duke. What do you think? And the Duke kind of shrugs and goes, "Well, I mean, you could go to the cathedral. There's a museum and library, Italian Renaissance style. It's very beautiful. I mean, yeah, there's some different things to see. It depends on what you like. Lake Geneva is right outside. And to the beautiful view of the Swiss countryside.
How about we just give us a second? She'll turn back to you guys and be like, I don't know. She'll say it softly. But she'll say, I don't particularly like any of this.
I'll agree. Got any suggestions? He's probably just gonna talk it up all day.
Well, we could just leave.
What were we expecting from the scrolls?
Mostly just information, I think, right?
Yeah, from my recollection, he sent the letter to Duplass because Duplass. I don't know. I don't remember where those two in the connection was. I don't know how he. And I really don't feel like digging through my notes.
Oh, also, side note, he might only have a copy. He might not actually have the official Sedefkar scrolls.
Oh,
I have a note in here that says they're a monk from the 13th century had them, and the scroll, or a copy of the scroll, is in Turkey or something like that.
Where is the monk from?
I didn't write that down.
In the notes that I have sent you, and it's in our Google document, Professor Smith had told you that you need to be able to destroy this simulacrum, and the only sure way to destroy it was in Constantinople, and a ritual to destroy it is included in the Sedefkar scrolls.
Gotcha. Yeah, so we do have to have it. Okay.
Well, then it looks like we're going sightseeing.
Oh, lovely, lovely. You will enjoy your morning with the Duke, and it'll be great. You'll have fun, and I will see you at the Chat Noir. 7 o'clock.
I thought you agreed 6 o'clock.
Oh, 6, of course, 6 o'clock. Sure, 6. Yes.
Okay. I'll disgruntledly say okay, and begin to walk out and offer for the Duke to come with us.
Okay. William waves goodbye. Edgar kind of ushers you guys out the door.
I'll happily do it. Edgar. Wait.
William.
William, yes.
Right. All right. So the rotund Duke gestures and says, well, to a morning of sightseeing and friendship. No? That's cool. So...
Oh, go ahead.
No.
I was going to say, I would suggest going to, like, the museum.
Okay. He will definitely take you over to the museum. And he points out a cathedral, or the cathedral, a huge Gothic edifice. He tells you it was consecrated by Pope Gregory X. You'd have to climb 160 steps to get inside, and he kind of like, not now. Like, I'm not going to. If you would like to, of course you can. And then he kind of points out some of the different statues that you see, and he points out specifically one of Otho of a grandson who was killed in a judicial duel in 1398. He just tells you about how the statue, its hands are missing, and they don't know who took them or at what point. Perhaps it was in time of great upheaval, so maybe in the 1790s.
Stolen, like, the statue hands or his actual hands?
Like statue hands.
Okay.
Missing. And just kind of lets you guys know that for like the most part, like, while this cathedral is large and beautiful, a lot of its foundations come from an earlier time, including the crypts. Bum, bum, bum. You guys love crypts, catacombs, dead people.
I'm down to go see some catacomb dead people since we missed out in Paris.
Yeah, same.
And that's when the Crypt Keeper smiled.
And I love the Crypt Keeper.
He has the arcane lore. crypt keeper.
I mean, I feel like it's the same in this case.
No. All right, you guys want to go investigate the crypts?
Heck yeah.
So it's 35 cents to go inside. The Duke kind of looks at the crypts and goes, I don't think I will fit. I can meet up with you later, perhaps. Ask for Le Chat Noir. That it's a cafe we will meet at 6 o'clock. Three?
Sounds good.
Oh, I do. And he heads off to his place, you assume. Okay, so you guys head into the crypt. It is dark. It is cold. It is a bit damp. And when I say cold, I mean it's, January 15th. 14th, January 14th. Yes. And it is chilly down in there. But you guys kind of wander through. Would you guys do me a favor? And you're welcome to do either a listen check or a spot hidden check. Whatever.
Scary.
I got a hard success on spot hidden.
Nice.
I got a regular success on listen.
Okay.
100.
0. So yeah, you rolled a 7. You got a critical success, I believe.
Until I had 25.
Oh, still. No, it's still a hard success because you'd have to have a 5.
Yeah. How about you, Charlie?
I see nothing, hear nothing.
It's cold. You're starting to get hungry again.
Yeah.
Or is something else distracting you, Charlie?
Mostly hunger and how damp it is.
Cold, maybe?
For my friends who got a hard success in your spot hidden, you've been down in the crypts for maybe 20 minutes and you're kind of wandering through, and you two, it causes you to do a double take as you realize that the skulls that you see in the crypt orifices aren't as old as they should be.
Or just hold?
Old.
Aren't as old. And for Nellie, it's purely, intellectual book knowledge that tells her this. For Ricky, it's probably a bit more hands-on knowledge for this. But you kind of realize that those skulls aren't as old as you might be hoping for. And Mason, with your successful listen, there is someone else breathing down here.
Can I see anyone?
No, but you definitely hear some sort of heavy, labored, wet breathing.
Ugh.
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just acknowledge that fact and be like, hey guys, I think someone else is here.
Okay, so
Does anybody have like a
Torch?
torch?
yeah, torch is out.
We all have flashlights. We all went into the insane asylum, so we all have flashlights.
Torches.
We're in Europe. They call it a torch here, Mason. I almost called you Miles.
Electric torch.
Sorry, I'm from America. We call them flashlights.
Well, Nellie will look down upon you and be like, you drink coffee.
I'm gonna point over to Ricky and be like, so does he?
I ignore that fact because he at least calls it a torch. Torch. I don't know, whatever. A torch. There it is.
I'm gonna say the words croissant like that, and then I'm gonna say crepe, and then I'm gonna say flashlight, and give me another one. Anyone else got something else? We're just gonna say all of those words and be like, that is the proper pronunciation.
Okay, but keep in mind, there's somebody wet breathing somewhere around here. Are we really arguing about torches versus flashlights?
Also, I feel like as an instinct, I would look for if this voice or breathing is any sort of like scary to me, which I suspect it would be at least a little bit. I would be looking for exits or remembering ways in and out.
No, at that point, Ricky would put his hand over your mouth and be holding his gun and go, when you said breathing.
We all shut up.
All right. And as you
raise my fist at him. I'm not going to do anything about it, but I'm going to be like, and then move his hand off of my face.
all right.
If this is the running or walking or whatever, here we go.
There, yeah.
Are you
Circa,
running / walking further into the crypt or back out?
No, further in.
Wait, why? Also, where is the sound coming from? Did I notice if it was like from the entrance or was it deeper in?
Probably deeper in.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, you do you. I'll follow.
So what's the marching order?
Oh, for
Let's just say.
I'm right behind Ricky.
Oh, goody. I mean,
I will be right behind.
golly,
So,
you are fast.
I'm
Okay,
number 3.
Ricky, Charlie.
do I have a pistol?
Oh yeah, and I was gonna say I'm gonna for sure pull out the gun that Ricky gave me.
Yeah, I do have a gun, but I'm not gonna have it on me for sure.
I don't think I even have a gun. I, however, have, like a book. Like a very heavy book. I'm just carrying the book.
I have brass knuckles on me at all times, but that's about it.
Cool.
Oh, that is a torch. Too.
I did buy you. I bought
You got
them,
me a gun?
I bought you guys guns at one point in time. You have notes about that.
At this point, I would just like to point out that if you head over to chaosium.com, the company that publishes Call of Cthulhu, you can pick up your very own Call of Cthulhu Keeper deck, the Malus Monstrum Storum deck. Anytime you need a monster, just pull a card.
Oh, you just burped in my face.
I'm also going to point out my
For that.
lovely keeper screen that has wildly important things on it,
That's cool.
such as combat, faces, bouts of madness, and really anything else you might possibly want, like firearms and how they work. So if you're interested in running your own Call of Cthulhu game, know that they have a lot of free stuff over there, but they also have some pretty sweet swag. So I'm just going to put this in front of me along with my card.
I'm curious,
You know-
for both myself and the viewers, is it something that you write on with like pencil, or is it something you write on with marker, or?
The keeper screen I do not need to write on. It has all the information I could ever want already printed on there.
Gotcha.
For my monster stuff, some of them already happen to have things on it, and I need all my players to look away if I'm to show this to our viewers.
Can
For
you?
example, you're like, oh, here's this thing. And you already need information on it. Great. If you're like, oh no, I have a monster, but I don't have any information on it except for what's in the book, you can make your own card. So you can tell it's not
No, it's vampire.
and it
I
is
see the
light outside.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
weren't
pretty
you
cool.
and I the ones when JM was running a game to start
Hey,
looking
the
up details
monster.
of monsters when he wouldn't tell us what it was?
That
Didn't
might
we
have been
do
in
that
Jackals.
together?
That might have been in Jackals.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You know, we were like, I don't think we can fight this. Let me look up the monster really fast. Oh no, we can't fight this. Everybody run. Yeah. Oh, and last question before we continue. What is everybody's move?
Like movement?
Yes,
Move rate.
move rate.
Mine is 9.
7.
Lovely.
9. Get the heck out of here.
What is yours, Ricky?
8.
8.
Thank.
How am I slow? I guess I'm pretty bulky.
Yeah.
Pencil.
Hey, lovely. All right, it's cool. All right. Again, we're just gonna set all this information out in front of me. As you continue deeper into the crypts. At which point I feel like I need to start turning off the lights. So anyway, yeah, so deeper in. Charlie, you have not heard anything. You do not see anything. Ricky and Nellie, as you are walking further in, you are the ones who see signs of dragging. You see some chewing marks on bones.
Neat.
This is getting so much worse.
This is what happens when you get, a hard success. You get to see all the details. You even notice a sock.
Soap.
Is it a bloody sock?
No. It needs some darning. But it's a nice little black dusty sock. Just laying on the floor over there.
Do I see any of this stuff?
You look for it, and once they point it out to you, yeah, you guys see it.
I'm going to be like, hey guys, I think this is a bad idea. I think we need to leave right now.
At which point
Ellie.
a hand reaches out of one of the catacomb holes.
Like a skelly hand?
It has some flesh still on it.
Nellie's just gonna scream.
And then a second one kind of curls out and grasps. And then you can hear that deep, heavy breathing sound as something pulls itself forward at you all. And I would just... Nellie screams and possibly runs.
Yep, she runs.
Okay, good. If she starts running, then I'm going to start running.
Great. I need you two to make sanity checks to see if you know where you're going. And then Charlie and Ricky, I need you to make sanity checks as well because you were standing there staring at it.
Okay, so I failed my sanity check.
No.
Ooh.
It's okay. I succeeded.
I failed too. Can I push it?
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, put it. Wait, you
cannot
can't put it. Just kidding.
rolls. Those are the few you cannot lose, or you cannot push. Everyone who succeeded, well done, good job. You only lose 1 sanity as you encounter a decaying walking corpse. Zombie!
Oh, it's a zombie? That's way less scary than I thought it was.
Sure.
It's gonna be.
I definitely thought wolf thing or...
For those of you who failed, you're going to lose 2 points of sanity because apparently my dice like you.
Yay. Okay, I want to shoot it.
Great.
No,
Cool.
don't be so loud.
Going insane.
It is
Right.
definitely going to be loud. So sweet. We're gonna do a combat. This is the first time we've done a combat. Who's excited?
Me, you're gonna shoot things.
Great. I open up my giant board here. All right. So,
Which, by the way, both Charlie and I have Colt 1911 45 caliber pistols, 7 rounds in a magazine. These two were gone, but they have 7mm ruby pistols.
Yeah,
Do
I have
I,
that written.
okay, do I actually have any bullets though?
We both have 2 magazines.
I do
remember, as Nellie is running and losing her sanity, she's going to be screaming about how normally she likes phones, but not in this instance.
good. What is your dexterity? Everyone. Oh, excuse me. Right.
What's your dexterity? It is 55.
Mine's 45.
65.
50.
Dang.
Okay. So, for combat, since this is the first time we've ever done it, this is exciting and fun and really just delightful. You guys are all faster than the zombies, so congratulations. All right. So, I start by establishing the order that you guys go in, and it goes by your dexterity. Mason, it goes you, Nellie, Ricky, Charlie, the zombie. That's our order. Highest goes first, and
Just tell me when and I'll come back.
there is no surprise attack, and so it's just what you do. So, Mason, you get to go first. You have the choice to initiate an attack, flee, or maneuver. You are currently escorting Dr. Nellie away.
Yes. I was going to say I would be helping her or leading her, I guess. And would that be fleeing or would that be maneuvering?
Fleeing the combat.
And a maneuver would be more like getting into a proper position for me to throw a punch or something like that.
Yes. Or if you wanted to like throw the zombie or
I am good at throwing things. I'm really good at throwing things.
right.
What?
Yeah, so like if you want to grapple, throw, if you want to hold somebody in place, that would be your maneuver.
Okay.
All right.
And I would like to look behind me and see if there are more than one.
Okay. Then go ahead and make a spot hidden check for that.
I extreme success to that.
Okay, it looks like there's just one.
Cool. I can live with that.
Okay.
I guess. Ooh, yeah. Okay. I'll let other people go and then.
All right, so Mason is fleeing. Nellie, you are up next. Are you also going to continue to flee?
Well, she realizes half of the party is behind her. So, is there a way she could like hide and take like I don't know how this place is built. Like if it's like a, you know, if it's anything like the ones in Paris, you can absolutely hide.
Sure.
But she would like to pull out the gun she has. But she would like to hide. Yeah, she's not going to shoot it. But she would like to hide to ensure that, she wants to make sure her friends are, she just she ran in a panic, but now she's like, oh my God, it's starting to she's not insane yet.
No.
So she's going to take kind of like a hidden stance with the gun and just kind of peek to take stock of what's going on.
Okay. Cool. Go ahead and make a stealth.
Oh, good. Go ahead and roll.
To see if you are able to hide. All right. Nellie is hiding. Ricky, you are up next. You want to shoot.
Yes.
Okay.
No, Hank. Oh.
Great. Well, go ahead and roll your firearms.
Okay. Success. Just a regular success.
Okay. And zombies don't dodge. So, all right, regular success. Okay, go ahead and do the damage.
I don't have the damage written down, so help me.
I do. I think. It is. It is probably going to be D8.
Okay.
Because this is one of your smaller handguns, right?
It's a 45. Yeah, it's a pistol, 45 caliber.
All right, let's just.
All damage.
Well, what she's saying is it's a handgun as opposed to a rifle or something like that.
Gotcha.
That's an 8, baby.
Nice. Oh, yep, D8. Handguns, D8. All right, cool. All right, 8 points. All right. Excellent. That is a major wound. And so you shoot and you watch as it's Ricky has splintered the left arm of the zombie. Woohoo! All right.
Wait, but it's not dead yet.
Oh, because he wasn't shot in the head.
And I don't think we have an aiming. I don't think Call of Cthulhu has a specific aiming type mechanism like some other games. I think it's just kind of a general hit points.
If you would like to aim for the head in your next attack, you may do so, but you must use a penalty die.
Okay. You should try.
So, Sharpie, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I guess try to shoot it.
Okay.
Okay. Use that gun.
It's a handgun, right?
Yeah, none of us can hear anymore. It's just
all our ears are ringing. Yeah, 45 going off in a tunnel.
Yeah. As soon as that first one goes off, I'm gonna go like this.
Guys, I rolled like an 86 like 7 times tonight.
86 is a term used for like quitting things, canceling things, because it also meant like a dead body, I think, in police code or something.
Oh, that's creepy.
So in restaurants and stuff, they'll say like, okay, we're 86th on tomatoes. Or like at a bar or something, you'd say, okay, we're going to 86 this person, we're going to kick them out.
All right.
I 86 the zombie with the 86.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Sadly did not.
All right. So I dramatically fail. I guess I'm just frozen in fear.
Right. You shoot, and the bullet hits into the stone, shatter, like sending dust and small pieces of stone into the air and all around you. And the zombie pulls itself free, well, one-handed, and stumbles and comes at. Okay, so Charlie and Ricky are both standing there. Comes at Ricky. All right, Ricky, it is going to attempt to grab and bite you.
Melee it with my flashlight.
You may attempt to dodge or fight back.
Okay. So I see the dodge roll.
Mhm.
Fighting back. What's the advantage of dodge versus fighting back?
If you usually it's one of those where dodging is good when you don't have a melee weapon to do damage with, or when you're dodging guns. Well, diving for cover when it comes to guns.
I think given the close quarters Nellie and Charlie are behind me. We're in a hallway.
Mm-hmm.
If it's going to lunge at me, I think I'd jump back into somebody. So I'm going to try to fight it.
Okay.
How does this work? This might be a terrible idea, but I'm going for it.
You are going to roll your unarmed melee, which is going to be your fighting brawl.
Oh, I've got. I put points in that too. I'm the fight. Okay, Mason is a fighter, but I'm also a fighter.
Yes, you're scrappy. Okay.
That's
you
success. I rolled a 10.
Nice. All right, you were definitely successful. Okay. You.
In all reality, the tactical advantage of this.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll. Your a d6, divide whatever number you get by 2, and then your damage bonus. You have a damage bonus?
Yeah, I got a 1d4. Does that apply to guns? Like, should I have... No, it's just unarmed.
It's based on your...
Oh, jumped out. The whale is 6.
It is. So 3...
Still have my whale.
Nice. And then, so you rolled that 6...
So 3 plus 2.
3 plus 2, so 5. Well, that is enough to be able to do another major wound. All right. You manage to kind of dodge and you kick out and you shatter a leg.
Good work, Ricky.
It did, yeah, great work. Mason, it's back to you. We're at the top of the round again.
I guess if they're taking this thing down, maybe. Gosh. Well, I guess Nellie is hiding, right?
Yeah, you don't know where she is.
Behind the dog.
I guess I'll go back because I don't want to be completely separated from everyone if they're like staying there. So I'll go start watching the backs of these guys.
Okay. So Mason hurries back down the hall to the sounds of guns and yelling and other fighting. Nelly, you are hidden. You are crouched down. You have your gun. You are ready. And you see you are being attacked. You see a thick mist rolling past you out into that hallway.
Nope. That's not good. That means more zombies are coming. Everyone run!
A voice right next to your ear that says, "Hello, my sweet chicken," in Latin.
No!
It's your turn. What do you want to do?
Sit down. Thank you. I want to look to see if somebody was there. Excuse me. Sit down. Down. Do I see anybody as I look?
There is just mist that seems to be falling off of the wall out of cracks and kind of draping over your shoulders.
Yeah.
And slithering across the floor.
I'm gonna scream, which is gonna, give my position away, so it is what it is. We need to get out of here now. Down.
If I'm running and I hear that scream, I will definitely have stopped.
All right. Mason makes it halfway back down the hall. Hears the scream, stops, pivots, and prepares to head back down the other way. All right, Ricky, it's your turn. You know what will stop this zombie.
Sorry, what?
You know what will stop this zombie.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to shoot it in the head. So
Right.
What's the penalty die?
So a penalty dice, you are going to take another D10 that has your percentile numbers. So
Tens or
60,
tens or
40,
ones?
10s. So
Okay.
you're going to roll 2 10s and a 1, and you have to take the worst of the 10s.
Oh, rolling at disadvantage. Okay.
Kind of, yes. But
Both 10.
No, one was 0 and one was 30. So I'll take. That's still a hard success.
awesome. So for those of you who are watching, penalty dice can stack. You can have more than one. So you could end up having to roll 3 or 4 dice and have to take the worst out of those. On the opposite side, bonus dice mean you could have more than one, and you take the best out of that situation. If I ever give you both bonus dice and penalty dice, they cancel each other out.
So
All right.
Is it still a D8 for damage? Is there different damage when there's a hard success versus a regular success?
There's only extreme level of success gets you the max damage. A hard success still gets you what you need.
I rolled an 8 again. So my dice are on top of it tonight. Bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, they definitely are. Ricky, you have shattered this thing's arm. You have broken its leg. It kind of falls, and you level your handgun just straight to its forehead and pull the trigger. Charlie, ichor splatters the wall behind it, and it slumps down at Ricky's feet. Even though your ears are ringing, you did hear Nellie scream. What do you want to do, Rachel?
Can we see anything farther in farther in?
I mean, you could move further in.
We can't like see anything from where we are.
I mean, it's a very twisty hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna head back to where I think Nellie is.
Okay. All right. You head back. Mason has turned around and is running back. Ricky is a bit behind Charlie. You all get to where Nellie is. Nellie, you hear footsteps running towards you.
She'll wait until she sees who it is, but she definitely has her gun like right there.
Okay. The mist is definitely has like overlapped your shoulder and has come across kind of around your neck and feels almost as if it is caressing your cheek.
She's gonna stand up and start walking, like kind of, quickly moving away from this area.
Okay. The mist appears to be staying with you.
She's going to stop and she's just gonna say, "Fennelich, is that you?"
Do you ask this in English?
Shoot. Well, she did first. I guess she'll have to stop herself and switch to Greek, was it? No, Latin. I'll ask. I need a roll, I assume.
I would like you to roll for Latin. Yeah, especially in the heat of the moment. I would actually, this is a great time when I would ask you to roll with a penalty dice. The
hard success.
Well, we'll here.
So how do I do this?
So take one of my 10s.
So a penalty dice, is that the larger of the numbers?
Yeah.
You were just
the
explaining.
percentile. Mm-hmm.
That was the 30 as well.
I got double 30s.
Nice. Awesome. So even though, you're super stressed, it's super unnerving. There are things in this script with you. You remember the correct Latin phrase for Fennelich, is that you? And you hear almost a purr in your ear that says, "Yes, and I am always watching you, my heart."
Oh. So now she just gets annoyed because she doesn't particularly like this idea. So she is going to say, "What do you want from me?" in Latin.
He whispers in your ear, and he says, "Find the rest of my treasures." And the mist recedes and falls back.
As it's falling back, she's gonna still keep screaming in Latin, be like, "Well, then put it in." Sorry.
So loud.
I like that.
All right. Actually, roll me a luck for me, Nellie.
Oh boy. What is my luck? Okay. Oh god, I have really good luck. Yeah. I succeed.
All right. You hear a chuckle, and the voice says, "Follow the train." And of course, train is not a Latin word, but it is a French word. So you hear "follow the gare."
All right.
That's very unhelpful, but makes sense.
Sorry, taking notes. He also says he's Santa Claus. I mean, always watching.
Always watching what can see.
Oh, good stuff. All right.
All right, you guys all catch up to Nellie. There is ichor on Ricky's pants. You are all a little bit shaken, having lost a small bit of sanity to this adventure. What would you guys like to do?
What time is it?
Do you have a watch or some sort of timepiece to help you?
Are we
No,
exiting the crypt?
You guys are still in the crypt, yes.
Oh,
I think we were going out of the
You're
crypt.
closer to the entrance.
Okay, do they just like let anybody down in there?
You have to
Okay.
pay.
Yeah, and what happened to the Duke?
He said he didn't want to go in the crypt.
Oh, okay, I missed that.
As you guys kind of stand there, you do hear shouting as the gunshots have drawn
Got your gun.
notice.
hide the guns.
Yeah,
Put
guns
them
in.
away.
I'm gonna. If someone shows up, we're gonna be like, "There was someone shooting in there."
Right.
Okay. You guys are just standing there waiting?
No, we're
No.
leaving.
We're GTFOing and also
We're not going deeper?
like
Crazy person.
Didn't we want to go in the crypt
no,
to get information?
no. We wanted to look around for funsies, but we've had enough of dead people for the day. So Nellie has information. She just hasn't told you it yet. 'Cause
Okay, well, let's sneak away and go back to Wellington's.
Okay. You guys get to the crypt entrance, and there are a lot of people milling about. If you would like to attempt to kind of make it through this crowd unnoticed, you may give me a stealth or a disguise roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. Yeah,
I have to stealth.
I have sneaky sneak.
You can do sneaky sneak, Charlie.
21, and it's a 20.
Better than
So
before, but
Touchdown.
I still did not make it.
if I want to
Yeah.
bump 1 point, can I take that from luck? Is that right?
Yep, move your luck down 1 point.
Okay.
I got a regular. I'm sorry. Regular on stealth.
Charlie, sneaky sneak.
I'm not sneaky.
Okay. Ricky got a regular on stealth.
Mhm.
And how did Nelly do?
Nellie failed. So yeah.
Okay. Well, several people come running over to you, seeing you two exit from the crypt, and of course asking you, gentle ladies, if you are okay. Do you need any help? Do you have any idea what that disturbance was?
I'm just gonna say I have no idea what happened. I'm kind of hungry though.
You're not gonna acknowledge the fact that there were really loud gunshots and your ears are probably bleeding.
I'm probably in shock, so it's fine.
Yeah, Nellie's just gonna look at the person and just be like,
Just say really loudly, I can't hear you.
Eh?
"Yeah, what? Who in the street?"
Can you guys just give me a fast talk
Ah, nerds.
to see if that gets you past?
Or charm would work too, right? Or is fast talk?
Well, they weren't charming. They kind of just tried to lie.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could try charm instead. That would be better for me.
I failed.
Yeah, same.
They eye you and start to direct you over to a group of police officers. Ricky and Mason, what would you guys like to do?
I don't know. I would almost want to go, or maybe shout, "There you are, dear," to try and get this one out of it. But she's a little young for me, so. And she's the only one I'd actually be worried about because I know she has a gun.
Nellie has a gun too, though.
I wouldn't be worried about Nellie
Why?
as much. Oh, Nellie does have a gun.
Yeah, she does have a gun.
I forgot that you said you pulled it out. Yeah. Wait, Nellie, how old are you? I can't remember.
She's like in her 30s.
Okay, I'm 28, so that could make sense maybe. I would shout, "There you are, dear," blowing my cover and waving Nellie specifically over.
Would Ricky perhaps like to make another distraction so that the three of them could escape?
Ricky just shoots a gun in the air and then just goes, "Run!"
And that's when Nellie got arrested.
Yeah, so he wants to make a distraction. What's in the surrounding area, just real quick, like a basic.
Think of so it's a cathedral. It's a bit touristy.
In the cathedral.
You would have come up into the cathedral from the crypts.
I don't know why I was picturing like a cave.
I did say it. I did
Goblin.
say it was older than the cathedral.
I was just picturing like a subway staircase down into the ground and then like a labyrinth of splitting off tunnels.
Okay, so Ricky is going to presumably there's going to be a lot of candles and probably fabric, other things like that. What are my chances that the candles might be oil candles or oil lanterns instead of just candles?
You know, decent.
Off.
Decent. Okay, then Ricky's making an improvised Molotov cocktail really quick
Off.
and tossing it away from the crowd, but further back into the cathedral, away from everybody.
Roll a luck check just to see if you set any relics on fire.
Oh God.
No, I was successful.
Okay.
You burn the shirt. So
It's made of
so
stone. It's not gonna burn.
you are able to make your Molotov cocktail. You are able to chuck it into a corner that is uninhabited and doesn't seem to have anything particularly important. There is an explosion, at which point Nellie and Charlie, you feel a hand grip your wrist, and you are pulled away and deeper into the crowd by the sneaky sneaks of Mason and Ricky. Oh, Ricky and Mason. Really Ricky, because Mason blew his cover.
Yeah.
And just start going.
Right?
Sacre blue! Then run the other way.
Oh, no. All right. Cool. You guys seem to have escaped.
Good stuff.
Doing zombies and throwing bombs in churches.
Oh goodness, what a day for Cthulhu!
Right? Oh dear. All right.
Out of everybody, Ricky's probably the most familiar with cathedrals because he's been to cathedrals and churches and other things. So he'd know, like, hey, there are a lot of oil lanterns and things in churches because you can't just have a candle burning all day. I mean, yeah, you can, but there's bound to be oil candles or oil lanterns, that kind of thing. And you'd also know to throw it away from the important stuff and, safely throw a bomb in a church. You know?
Don't do that at home.
Yeah,
Don't
no,
recommend
that's
it.
All right. Where are you guys heading then?
I guess. Well, what time was it? What did we get an answer on that?
No, because at the time you did not have a watch on you. However, as you exit the cathedral, there are several different bell towers, clock towers in town, and you are able to see it's just past 10
AM?
a.m.
Wow, we did not kill any time going down there.
You have the option to go back to the taxidermy shop. You are welcome to go and wait at the French cafe you were told to go. You could go to the museum and the library. You could go out and enjoy Lake Geneva. It is up to you. You could attempt to find where people live.
I would say museum. I still want to see if we can find anything new there. Like in the last, I think it might have been a cathedral or something. We found pictures of Count Fenelek or the Duke and things like that. I'd love to try and find something like that again.
Okay.
I vote for scouting out the cafe first. Finding it, checking it out, not going there yet because we don't want to hang out there for hours. I mean, they kind of do in Europe. They do hang out more at cafes and things like that for longer periods of time, so we wouldn't be terribly suspicious, but I think we need to at least locate it first so that we know where we're going and, scout it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds good. I'm down to do that.
Great. We will use Charlie's earlier navigate roll. And she is able to find a map, locate the Chat Noir, also known as the Black Cat. And you guys are able to navigate your way there. You arrive maybe about 10:30, 10:45. Kind of wandering the streets.
I'm glad my only successful roll so far has been helpful.
It is very helpful in navigating this place. All right, it's a very cute little shop. You see there are several different kind of alcoves where someone could meet a little privately. It seems as though it's a place where a lot of people will come for their daytime coffee and then their nighttime drinks.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't seem particularly shady, especially to Ricky's knowledge nose. Yes. And then you guys will go to the library.
Okay, great.
The museum. I don't particularly care for the library.
Okay.
Okay.
They're next to each other.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure Nellie would have gone next door to the library while I was in the museum.
Okay. Well, since good point, iconic production. JD reminded us that the last library you guys went to had a skinned dude in it. This one does. That was in Britain. The one in Paris did not have anyone skinned.
It did
Your library aide just happened to perish in the crypt while he was waiting for you.
Probably dead by a zombie or other dead thing. Mostly dead thing. But again, I will say we did get a lot of information from the library in Paris. So there's that. Also, I asked about the newspaper. Did we see anything in that this morning?
Why don't you give me a library use roll to see if you had seen anything that would have popped out at you?
I love my dice. I got a regular success.
Okay. In the newspaper, something that had popped out at you had just been a notice for another, like an obituary for suicide. And there was just kind of a line in that article noting that this is the the first suicide of 1923.
Does it say who?
It says it was an older gentleman who had been in the war. A Thomas De Broy. So sorry, Maddie. I need a French name. Older gentleman who had been in the Great War, had retired here in Lausanne, and opened up a fromagerie, and had committed suicide only 2 nights ago, the 1st of 1923 here in Lausanne. And that's notable because whoever wrote the obituary added a prayer that it would be the only one of 1923. As if they're regretting past years or something.
Gotcha. Does this suicide happen to be somewhere near where we've been or anything like that?
I mean, Lausanne, it's a metropolitan city that feels like a small town, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so people are close and friendly. You could get to his address nearby-ish, but it wasn't like next to the cathedral or next to the Taxedermists or anything.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
All right. Well, as you guys head into the museum, we will close here for tonight, and we will pick back up next week with what you guys find in the museum, and then your meeting at 6:00 at Le Chat Noir, and of course, if there's something else that you end up wanting to do while you were there, we can do that. So, thank you to all of our viewers. I hope you all enjoyed the randomness, the wild show, the library use, and the navigation rules, because they are important. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching, for commenting, and talking back with us. Thank you again to JD, our producer, working through all the technical issues, and Phantom of Truth for being our 1920s cultural lore guru and moderator. We always appreciate everything you do. Again, thanks to Kelly Peck, who created this Cthulhu frame for us. She keeps making us look good, both here on our Call of Cthulhu game on Mondays, on Friday nights with our Adventures in Gebercan. It gets worse. It gets worse, Adventures in Gebercan. Those are interchangeable. Our 5th edition game, and then next week and on alternating weeks, we will have another Jackals game here on this channel on Tuesdays. So yeah, she makes us look real good. So always a thanks to her. Thank you to our supporters for your continued views and supports. We can't do this without you. And if you would like to support us in what we do, and you like the things that we do and say, again, Friday nights here, Monday nights here, Tuesdays and Thursdays over on the Ulysses International channel, you can see Torg and Fading Suns. And Iconic Production also puts out a podcast on 13th Age every other week. If you like podcasts, you can also check out JM and Evan's podcast on Glorantha. Please don't hesitate to show your support by subscribing to our channel, supporting us on Patreon. We love games. We can't do this without you. So thank you for everything you do. Check out Chaosium for Call of Cthulhu products, and Osprey for Jackals, which I'm going to continue to plug even after it comes out here in February. A game written by one of our own. So thank you all, and we hope you have a good night and a wonderful week. We'll see you next time.